Hello, this is Brendan Walker. I wanted to give a little video overview of the Wizard Battle game I spoke about in the email earlier, and talk about what I did and what I think would be kind of cool to do to port it to a Cast AR platform game. So what we see in front of us is a set of Skylander figures, one for each player, and then each player gets a RFID reader. That's their summoning portal. And then each player gets a set of 3 Sifteo cubes. These act as the modifier runes that I spoke of. So go ahead and fire up the Sifteo app here to let it know that I'm going to play the game, and then start the game here, the main client. So this is Wizard Battle. So the idea is that each player gets to select one of the 3 figures that they want to try to use to attack the other one. It's the rock, paper, scissors mechanics. So the white wizard can defeat the black dragon. The black dragon can defeat the golem, and the golem can defeat the white wizard. So at its simplest, you can just, at each turn, decide to put one figure on each one of the summoning pedestals. But if you want to try to modify your move, you have these summoning runes. So at the beginning of each round, player says they want to activate their runes, so both players sign in. And normally these would be behind a cardboard screen, so you couldn't see the other move the person was selecting. So you can put an elemental modifier based on which side of the Sifteo cube you put in here. So for example, up above is wind, on the side is water. And so depending on which player you attack with, if your attack gets through successfully, for the wizard, you will put an elemental buff on yourself. For the black dragon, you'll put an elemental debuff on your opponent, and for the golem, you'll do an elemental attack. So let's go ahead and try an example here. So let's say I'm going to attack with the white wizard on this player, and then on this one, since white wizard defeats the black dragon, I'll put the black dragon down there, and again you see him spawn in, and the move will resolve. Now, because I had the water modifier, you see now I have a +1 on my stealth bar there. But I also did some damage to the other player. So now let's try it again, a different round. Let's try the black dragon versus the golem. So black dragon, let's say, let's put a fire debuff on, and put the golem down there, black dragon on this one, and then sign in, or activate my wand. Now you notice he has a fire debuff on him. I think in this iteration of the game I made it so that the elemental modifiers didn't cost any mana, it was only the power ones did. So the power ones are simple, they just do a simple extra damage bonus. So let's just use the same characters again so that the dragon damage will go through. So activate both these guys. So you get stronger damage. I just did this original game in 48 hours, and I didn't really spend a lot of time thinking about the game mechanics very deeply, so I feel like there's a lot more you could do with elemental modifiers and add interesting special effects or combos for having certain kinds of modifiers on it. Because right now the elemental modifiers are all kind of the same. I mean, they have different counters, but it's not that interesting, so I feel like there's some other opportunity for cool gameplay. On the Cast AR system, I feel like you wouldn't even need the wand anymore. You could just have these 2 as cards, RFID cards that you put on the table. And then for the summoning platform, you just have an RFID token under a figure, and you just have an area on the board that when you put it in on that location, it's denotes as the move is ready to go. Yeah, I'm super excited to see this platform. I would love to develop games for it. And it seems like this would be a pretty straightforward one to do, especially since you guys are doing Unity. There's a ton of really awesome assets in the store that were available for this. So I just pulled all these off the Unity store, because I'm not an artist, so it was really easy to throw together. So anyway, I hope this looks like a fun and interesting project. I know I enjoyed working on it, and I think you guys might too. So thanks.